What's up, everybody? Welcome to Sports After Dark Early Hours. Lou, that was a beautiful touch on social media.
Oh,
Sports
early
After Dark
hours.
Early Hours. That was beautiful. Mwah. I will good for you. What's up, y'all? I'm Ashley Baker with C Lou with Hey fiance, Young Heavy in
Oh
the
my God.
building. Look, we gonna get on. Lou gonna
Hey,
we really gonna
fiance.
we really gonna get on Lou's nerves. What's up, y'all? We appreciate y'all for tapping into Sports After Dark Early Hours. It is morning, it's fresh, beautiful out here in the DC area. Is it beautiful in Philly? Is it beautiful in Seattle? I don't
I
know.
mean,
No.
it's still lightening up out here. Like
Oh yeah, dang. Sorry, Lou. It is like
it's
shout out
what
to Lou
it's
for
eight
always
o'clock,
waking up
man.
early when we need him to, shooter.
Yeah,
That's
he come through. My boy is clutch. He clutch.
yeah. We appreciate y'all for tapping in. We appreciate y'all for tapping in last night. With oh man, just golly, the NFL is throwing us off with doozy. And shout out for us being in unison with the Sports After Dark hoodies. You see us, y'all
Yeah,
see
you
us.
see
We
it.
in one band, one sound. Make sure that y'all go and cop the hoodies. The link is in the comments, y'all. Where you can go and cop the Sports After Dark hoodie. They look pretty good. So make sure that y'all go grab some hoodies. Also, make sure that you are subscribe to the channel right here. Again, we're so happy that y'all tapped in early. Y'all in here early too. I see y'all. I see y'all up in here kind of early. Yeah, guys, that's a whole lot going on. We got a whole lot going on that we have got to talk about. Again, brand new merch in the comments. Make sure you tap in. Lou Shooter. My God. I'm not even gonna waste much time. We just gonna go ahead and y'all know me. I don't want to waste much time anyway. We can begin right now. We're going to do a little bit more of a recap from the Monday Night Football game. The Seahawks and the Eagles. The Eagles lose 3 straight. Seahawks defeat the Eagles 20-17 on a go-ahead touchdown from Drew Jeezy Lock.
Yo, don't
Shout
call
out
him
to
that.
Big Drew. Shout out to Drew Lock.
Hey, he came back. We saw Jeezy Drew in there yesterday. We did.
That was kind of crazy. That was shout out to y'all because my co-hosts here have said it for the last week and a half. They didn't pick it on the pick'ems. Oh my God, I think my pick'ems was horrible. I think I went like 1-4 this
Yeah,
week.
your joint was terrible.
And
I
this
was cooked.
and
I
the
was so
crazy
bad.
part, when I first sent Roscoe my pick'ems, I had the Bills and the Seahawks. I had the Bills and the Seahawks, and I said, you know what? I ain't want to take that risk and be like, you know what? If I go down, that's gonna be bad. And they'll really
Yeah.
catch up to me. So I'm like, if worst go to worst, we'll have the same record. So that's why I picked the Bills.
Oh my gosh, you could have been in a good place. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
you really would have been sitting nice.
No, for real, you
Bruh.
really wouldn't have been able to come back in any capacity, Lou. So, yeah, y'all called it. Y'all said that Seattle would F around and win this game against the Eagles. I'm asking y'all straight up, like y'all see on the lower third here. Eagles lose 3 straight. Seahawks, Cowboys, Niners. Are they cooked? Is this? And now when I say are they cooked, they came in as heavy Super Bowl favorites in the season, man. You know what I'm saying? Are they? Is there any possibility of a bounce back for the Eagles, or is it a wrap? Is it a wrap for them? I don't know, y'all. Either one of y'all start. I got come to
Let
you.
my mad dog. Let my
I go
dog
to you
Lou
first,
go.
Lou. Yeah,
Dog
yeah.
Lou
Great
go.
All right,
minds. I
so
go to you, Lou. What's up? Talk to me.
yeah, so I mean, coming into the season, like I told y'all before when we was doing the state of the divisions and we did the NFC East, I told y'all the Eagles weren't going to be what they were last year. And I mean, Eagles fans will say Jonathan Gannon wasn't a big loss. They'll say, they whatever, but they all recognize that Shane Steichen was a big loss, and you can tell it with that offense. And I mean, like I said, they can say Jonathan Gannon wasn't a big loss, but the thing is with Jonathan Gannon, they set the record for sacks in a season. Without him, they're not getting the same. They're not getting the same type of pressure on the quarterbacks. Um, I mean, maybe they're getting the same kind of pressure, but they're not getting to the quarterback. They're not sacking the quarterback like they were under Jonathan Gannon. And that exposed a lot of things in the back end. As far as if they're cooked, right now, and I've said this before, right now you should be playing your best football. I understand it's a week-to-week league, but you should be playing your best football right now. The teams that are top-notch teams should be separating themselves. The teams that are just kind of middle of the pack or whatever, they do things like this. Like the 49ers are separating themselves from the pack. The Ravens are separating themselves from the pack. Those teams are playing their best football right now. And I mean, still they have some ways to go, but they're playing their best football right now going into that playoff stretch. As far as the Eagles, I don't know, man. It's not their year. They had an amazing run last year. Their offense isn't creative anymore. They're not running a lot of RPOs. They're not really doing a lot of things that they were doing well last year, and it's showing. As far as are they cooked, can they go on a run? I mean, they have the Giants 2 times, and I forget who else is in that stretch as well as the last 3 games.
The
but I know
Cardinals.
they play the Cardinals. Okay, so they play the Giants, then the Cardinals, and then the Giants. Honestly, I think the Giants take one of those games. I think they win 2 out of the last 3. So they'll still, they still make the playoffs. They won't win the East, but I just don't think they're going to go on a stretch run this year like they did last year. Jalen's been hurt. He just ain't. I don't know, man. Everything's not the same, and we saw it last night. He was off target a lot last night. I understand people want to talk about him as the QB or whatever, but the turnovers are up, and he was very off target last night. He threw 2 interceptions last night, and he was missing a lot of passes high and behind the receivers. So last night he said they wasn't focused, they wasn't committed. I don't know if that changes, but I don't think that changes anything for them, to be honest, because again, their secondary, their defense still isn't that good, and their offense just looks out of sync, and they can't get things going. Their play calling is very stale. So I guess they are cooked, man. Like they could be a cooked product.
Difficulties over here, y'all.
What's going on? You trying to zoom out?
It won't let me remove you from solo.
Yeah, it's my show now.
Shout out to Sports After Dark CeeLo style. Like, what is going on here? Hold on, let me see something. Okay. That is just me. All right, let me remove her back in. Hey, there we go.
There we
go. Can't hold a real one down. Now,
there we go.
Yeah, y'all. Maybe not this week. I don't know about this week. I don't know if I want to yell here we go too much this week. That's a great answer. Lou. Talk to me, Shooter. What's going on? How you feel? Are the Eagles cooked?
They cook like a well done steak. It's over. Lou said a lot of the reasons on why they are cooked. Lou was right from the beginning. When we was doing our records, Lou was like, I don't know why y'all putting all this faith in the Eagles. They lost their OC. They lost their DC. I don't know if they're going to be the same team, And as the season went on, he was like, all right, maybe the Eagles will pick it up because they still winning games. But then when they got to their little stretch against the Chiefs and the Bills, you like, they still like the same team from earlier in the year. But they just found a way to sneak these games out. And then once they saw us, it went downhill after that. The next 3 teams, we exposed them. Cowboys exposed them. Seahawks exposed them. I agree with what a lot of Lou said. Jalen Hurts has been an issue this year. They pulled up his stats last year at this same time. He had 32 total TDs, 5 turnovers. This year, he got the same amount of TDs and 17 turnovers. It's been a huge issue with Jalen Hurts. And a lot of it has been his fault. Putting the ball on the ground, throwing bad interceptions. And you can say Shane is missing. I agree with that 100%, but Jalen has to play better. And I said this, I don't know if nobody remember when we first did Sports After Dark After Hours and we was talking about him getting paid. It's always pressure on you now after you get paid. They didn't give you $50 million a year. So now they looking at you to be like, regardless if we don't got Shane Steichen, you still got to perform. And I feel like the pressure of him having to perform is starting to hit him now. Just look at it yesterday. Like he had Kenneth Gainwell wide open on that interception that he threw in the end zone. He had Kenneth Gainwell wide open, but he took a shot that wasn't there. Then he also had Devontae Smith wide open on a drag route, but he decided to try to go down the field to A.J. Brown. It's like they not in sync no more. They're not in sync right now. And I don't know what the issue is. And Jalen Hurts can't say, well, we don't look like we're committed right now. When you ain't looking at you missing wide open receivers. So clearly you ain't committed either.
Yeah, I was about to say that. That's one of the things that, you know, he mentioned. And let me just say this. We won't be doing solos for the rest of the show. Have to, you know, y'all don't get no up close and personals of us today. We're gonna have to run the three.
It's all right. It's all right, y'all. We appreciate y'all still rocking.
It's
with
tweaking.
Yeah, this was about to be,
tweaking.
you know, sports after shooter. Like again, this was
Sports after
crazy.
shooter.
Yeah. We're gonna have to really. I don't know what's going on with the
Hey, why don't you do
technology
the 3 side to side joint?
Oh, I hate that.
Oh, okay.
Y'all want to try? Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. This work.
Here we go.
Here
I
we go.
do not like this in the
Yeah,
comments. I do not
yeah.
like this.
Do the
Because you
people
know
like-
what?
do the
Y'all
people-
can't. You know why I
do
don't
the
like
people
it?
know the song.
I don't like it because y'all can't see my background.
Oh
Oh,
hell no.
hell.
My background is not backgrounding enough for me in that little
Oh,
3.
hell no.
Look at that. And I got a big head. Let me see.
It's okay. It's okay, fiance. You look good.
Is
Don't
that
even
okay?
sweat.
Oh,
Yeah.
my life.
Y'all like that? Is that?
No. Yeah. Yeah.
Now I'm happy
Oh.
for my people, man. My people's got engaged. But y'all
Yeah,
gonna
man.
kill me with this fiance stuff.
So listen,
Yeah.
check this out. I you know, it was funny in Sports After Dark last night. You know, our guy, was it Frankie came up there and was like, give it some time, you know, give the Eagles some time. And I'm like, my brother, it's week 15. I don't know what you mean by give it some time.
What
Like
more time they need,
it's
man?
week 15, bro. Like there's nothing else to give.
Are they cooked?
I can't say
How much more time they need?
I can't say any
They
given.
must need till the end of the season, Lou.
Here's the deal. I can't say any given like Sunday or Monday in this case, and not use that when it comes to the Eagles. You know, we all know, like we all say, it's a completely different ball game once you hit the playoff, dog. You know what I'm saying? Folks and teams, players hit a completely different level.
Yeah.
They having their tough part of the season. All of the major teams in the division experience some type of tough part. Well, not Dallas, but we still had narratives like we were in tough spots. And I'm gonna say even Dallas for real, because our offense could not score the ball at the beginning of the year. We had an issue offensively at the beginning of the year. The 49ers dropped 3 straight. The Eagles, they're having their tough part of the year is coming at the worst time, because I agree with you, Lou. You are supposed to be hitting your stride going into the playoffs, and they're not. So are they cooked? I don't think that they're like 100% cooked personally.
So you saying they medium well? That's what you're saying?
Anything happen. They are on the precipice. Damn.
They're not one of those well done steaks yet.
Yeah, they ain't well done. She said they medium well, Lou. They
on the precipice of being cooked. So, but like you said, Jalen Hurts said that the team wasn't committed, and I would like to say, just to back up Jalen Hurts here, I think that quote was being taken out of context. He in no way was throwing his teammates under the bus. I believe that he said we as a team aren't committed. Yeah. And it was quotes coming out that was like, this team isn't committed. And it seemed like he was excusing himself for their downfall. No, first of all, Jalen Hurts is a stand-up guy from what I can tell. I don't care for him. I don't care for Jalen Hurts, the player, respectfully, but just the leader. Yeah, the leader, the man we see, Jalen Hurts he's pretty lit. And he would never just throw his team under the bus like that. But I don't know if it's a thing of commitment. I really think that it has so much to do, like y'all alluded to, the personnel. Like they just cannot, they're not a fix. Y'all talked about last night in the space. Losing Hargrave was big. Somebody mentioned Maddox, who had 7 of their interceptions last year. You know what I'm saying? The offensive coordinator out of the door, new OCN, like so many different moving parts. And to be honest, if they wasn't a team from Philadelphia and if we wasn't in such a microwavable type of like sports society, people would understand that type of stuff is going to take a minute to gel. There's no way we should have even came in with the mentality with those changes that we just mentioned that they were going to be some type of Super Bowl contenders. And like
people think like that's the thing. People don't look at stuff like that.
Yeah,
they don't think that those changes should be big. I mean, you have a head coach in Nick Sirianni who was a play caller before, offensive play caller. So they don't think those things would be big. But people also forget that when Nick was calling the plays, their offense looked completely different until they let Shane start calling the plays. their offense looked a lot like it looks now when Nick was calling the plays.
You're right. People give Sirianni a lot of credit when people don't realize when Sirianni was calling it, it looked like it looked now. And then, like y'all said, they had to bring somebody else in and start calling plays.
Yeah, I mean, and like I said, people going into the season because they had so much success, and then Jalen Hurts got that bag. It was like, okay, well, Jalen Hurts took this stuff, and lo and like, I'm not going to take anything from him. Jalen Hurts did become a better quarterback that year, and he's a better quarterback now. I mean, I get like he has his issues, but every quarterback does, especially after losing a play call as dynamic as Shane. But like, he has his issues, but he did take a step forward in his QBing. Like, he did take a step forward in that, but people don't look at like those little things as being an issue. And then when it comes into the season and it's like, and then that's what the Eagles fans were doing. Oh no, this ain't an issue. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. I'm glad Jonathan Gannon's gone. But now they're like, oh, I wish we would have kept Shane. I wish Shane would have stayed. It makes a huge difference, though. And people don't really, that's what and I'm not gonna say people don't understand football, but like it shows it shows a lack of knowledge.
People want everything right now. I feel like that's what it is. Like, I think people know. I don't think it's a thing. I mean, yeah, some people just don't know, Lou. Yeah, but I think the overall thing is everybody want everything right now. You know what I'm saying? There's no.
They don't want to wait for nothing.
That's what I'm saying. There's no room for cohesion to occur. There's no room for growth. There's no room for adjustment. Honestly, and even sometimes we all fall victim to it because, as well as they played last year, there's no way you don't walk into this season in my mind like, hey, they're a Super Bowl contender. Even though all I knew, everything that y'all had preached to me over the summer, I still was like, so. And then they come out and start the season, even though we didn't like the way they were winning, they still come out and start the season, what, 10-0? Or 9-0? Whatever.
Something like that.
10-1, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
which furthermore makes us think, damn, you know, hey, they probably are now the downfall, man. So give your Eagles friends a call, pat them on the back.
No,
they're not okay.
What?
Oh, I woke up.
They're not okay.
I told Lou before the show started, I woke up to like 400 messages because I'm in 2 different chats with all these Eagles fans. Man,
oh, they were sick like that.
They are sick right now. They in shambles.
Hey, let them suffer, man.
They are in shambles. Boy, do they miss Shane Steichen. They miss him.
Hey, let them suffer, man. Because when I was struggling last year, won't nobody caring about that.
Okay,
let them suffer, dog. I don't care.
Yeah.
Well, I know Shooter loves it. She loves every minute of it.
Yeah, she loves it for sure.
She loves every minute of it.
You know the Cowboys fans.
Yeah, Cowboys fans love every minute of it.
A breath of fresh air to my lungs last night.
Even the Giants fans. I'm sure the Giants fans out there love it too.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Commanders, even though
the Commanders
they don't count.
I will say another thing real quick.
They're the Titans of the East.
Oh my! Who the Commanders?
They are though. Yeah, they are. They don't count. You got the 3, and then you put the X. You push them over to the side. They don't count.
Yeah, that's a possibility. I will say this before we move on because I definitely want us to. We're going to preview Ravens Niners, the Christmas brawl, and then we're going to preview Cowboys Dolphins. You know, the New Year's Eve showdown. But before I say that, we're not talking about Jalen Hurts turnovers enough for me. I know you mentioned it, 17. Can I just say that this earth would be on fire if that was Dak Prescott and only Dak Prescott? I don't think it would be on fire for anybody else. We've seen Josh Allen have these type of numbers. He's had 15, 16 turnovers in a season before. If this was Dak Prescott with 17 turnovers, he would literally be the blame of why the season or why the skid is occurring the way that it is occurring. And I think that we're letting Jalen off the hook a little bit here with those turnovers.
I think we are.
Are we, real quick, Shooter, you can answer this question since you were talking. Can we say that the close games, the games that they should have blown these teams out, you know what I'm saying? Can we say that a lot of that, when you talk about 17 turnovers, a lot of that probably had to do with the inability to hold on and to secure the ball?
Oh, absolutely. He turned the ball, like even from the first game of the season when they played the Patriots. Like that was another game I thought they could have lost because Jalen Hurts was putting the ball on the ground. He was putting the ball in harm's way. I just was looking like, I don't know. Like y'all said, like that Eagles team last year, they was beating bad teams. But now you look at this shit, it's like, I don't know, dog. Y'all went by the skin of y'all teeth, and Jalen Hurts has been part of the issue. You You turned the ball over 12 more times than you have the year before, and
12 additional turnovers.
12 additional turnovers.
How you a plus 12?
But that a plus 12 is great.
And we ain't talking about point differential.
We ain't talking about point differential.
That ain't a good thing. He's a plus 12 in the interception and the turnover.
Hey, man. It is disgusting. It's just like, but I do feel like he definitely needs to be held to a different standard because for one, you went to the Super Bowl last year. They were saying you arguably should have won MVP, even though I wasn't on that show.
And he was even in it this year.
Yeah, and
he was in the he was the favorite.
He was the favorite at one point in the season, and I'm like, how's he the favorite right now? Do y'all see what he's doing out there? But the Eagles are still 10-1. I'm like, but do y'all see how this man is playing? He's not playing like an MVP. Like to put him in that.
But that's how you know it's a quarterback award because they find any way to put the quarterbacks up there when the quarterbacks even playing the standard.
Yeah, I'm like, how y'all put him in there? Like, look how he's playing. So and then he's making $50 million a year. They paid you now, so you got to perform, and he's been underperforming this year. And this is why when last year when they was putting him as a top 5 quarterback, I'm like, I'm not on that shelf with that because he had to get paid. And now that he got paid, he's not playing like a top 5 quarterback. That quick from a year ago, when people were saying he was a top 5 quarterback, and here we are a year later, and he's not playing like one.
Can I say that I'm struggling with this 3-person screen? Y'all don't see me over here adjusting. I feel like I'm not the same level as y'all.
Yeah,
My head is big.
You over there moving left and right like you doing the Cupid shuffle over there. What's going on?
Everybody all right, sorry. You mentioned MVP. We mentioned how he was in MVP conversation. We would be remiss if we didn't talk about Brock Purdy and the 49ers.
Oh, man.
Y'all have a test coming up. Should you call it y'all's final test of the season in the Baltimore Ravens? As a matter of fact, I'm lying. We're not going there first because I like to do like Christmas Eve come before Christmas. So we're going to talk about
we could do
Cowboys and Bills games, Cowboys and Dolphins game. Down in the land of buns and breasts, Miami, New Year's Eve. Can I just say that tickets are ridiculous? Y'all know, like tickets been ridiculous for this game from the jump.
Is that New Year's Eve or Christmas Eve?
It's Christmas Eve. Did I say New Year's?
Yeah, you said New Year's Eve.
My bad. Like Christmas Eve. So listen, check this out. When the schedule dropped, I was like, oh, Miami's like my second home. I love me some Miami. So I'm thinking Miami and Dallas. I'm there. And then I looked at the ticket prices. And the ticket prices from the jump, I think they were starting off at like $400 a seat.
And that's to be in the nosebleeds?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, it's because both of the teams are playoff contenders right now.
Yeah.
And fighting for these playoff spots in the top of the division. It's the narratives. Oh, you said before the season.
Well, now I know them tickets probably through the
now
roof.
Them tickets might be crazy.
I thought it just had everything to do with the fact that it was Miami too.
Yeah,
that too.
Yeah, and I know I can't remember the last time Dallas played in Miami. Like I think that's an every 4-year thing anyway because they're in the AFC East. So they, and the last time was probably in Dallas. So the last time Dallas came to the city of Miami to play, it probably was easily 6 to 8 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a little minute.
Yeah. So, Cowboys with a disgusting performance against the Bills this past week. A lot of y'all are talking about Dak didn't play himself out of the MVP conversation. My boy ain't even put up 150 yards. Dallas looked completely unprepared, in my opinion. Outplayed, outperformed, outmuscled, outmanned, outcoached, in my opinion. I wasn't letting anything, y'all see the ring. I wasn't letting anything piss me off after my great weekend. And I said to myself at the beginning of Sunday, I said, Ashley, even if Dallas lose this game, do not let them piss you off. Unfortunately, they still pissed me off, and I had to. But thankfully, they pissed me off enough by the halftime. I knew it was over. By half, I knew what I was looking at here. I was like, okay, I know my squad. We're unfortunately, and this is something I would hope that we get better at as the years go on. We're not a team designed to like come from huge deficits from behind. We just don't do that. So once it got to a certain point, I just was hoping we was going out there playing for our
Look at what Hollywood said.
Show the ring, Gina. Show the ring.
You said flash it again.
Show the ring.
Bring it over a little bit. Bring it over.
Yeah.
There you
I
go.
said, yeah, Hollywood. Y'all see it. That's the ambassador. She told me to do it. I'm not doing it myself. But it just a god awful performance. One thing that somebody said in our space before, and I want to say that it was highly after week 5. You can't fake physicality. And that has stood out to me when it comes to my team since the moment he said it. You cannot fake physicality. All right, TJ. All right. How do you boot him out of here? Let's do it. Well, excuse me. She got a ring before the Cowboys. I'll say that's fine. That's absolutely fine. But damn it, I knew that I was going to get a ring at some damn point. Okay, I just did. But anyway, highly said you can't fake physicality. And that's the first thing that ran through my mind. Like, okay, I expected us to lose at one of these AFC games. I thought that we were going to beat the Bills and lose to the Dolphins. That's how I saw this playing out. But I knew that through this gauntlet, we was going to lose to one of these AFC teams. And I don't even think it's the loss that bothers me, but how we lost definitely bothers me. We didn't put up any fight. It wasn't tough enough and nasty enough for me. And sometimes, a lot of times, now a blueprint is given. Oh, all you gotta do is be physical with Dallas and they'll fold. Like that's a horrible like blueprint to have because it's beyond X's and O's. All we got to do is get in their mind and play physical, and we could ruin the day. That was just completely horrible. I didn't like the play calling. We didn't run the ball enough. We have so many different great pieces that when it comes to situational football that I feel like Mike McCarthy and Schottenheimer can insert. They did not. I saw Hunter Lipke in there, you know what I'm saying, for the first time in weeks. I feel like we could have used him a bit more. I mean, shout out to Buffalo and their defense because, I mean, I don't think I heard Brandon Cook's name the entire damn game. CD was in jail. Dak Prescott couldn't. Oh, God, Zach Martin went down. We had a million injuries. I don't even know if my defense really had injuries or if they were just trying to get off the damn field. Because every time I turned around, somebody was on the ground. Get off the field. They play so soft. And y'all know I am one of Dallas's biggest critics when they lose, bro. Like, y'all cannot be soft like this. The 49ers are our ops. You know how the teams in the NBA, they build and they built for the Warriors? We're putting teams together for the Warriors to beat the Warriors. Well, I guess it started with LeBron. We got to find a way to put great. But the Warriors team kind of just happened. They didn't have to really build that. But once they start cooking and that core became the core, these teams was like, all right, we got to build up to beat the Warriors. That's where we are in the NFC with the 49ers. This is why every time there's some type of free agent or something like that, I want us to make a call because we got to build up for the Niners. They are our ops. They are our kryptonite. I'm sorry. I hate to say it, but there's no way we're going to beat them playing as soft as we play.
Hey, so does the Bay have the formula to build teams then?
Who?
The Bay.
Oh, that's a great question, Lou.
That's a great question.
That's a great question, Lou. That's a great question. Hey, look, that's it right there too. When the refs reviewed the Stephon's fumble, and that was a
fumble too.
Yeah.
That was a fumble for sure. I agree, CJ. I definitely agree right there. So I guess I got out what I didn't get out the other night.
But that's what I was going to say too, because I mean, you say physicality, right? And you can't fake physicality.
Yes.
And that's the thing. The Cowboys, I'm not going to say they fake physicality, but they go out there and they try to be physical with teams. And if those teams don't be physical back with them, then you see what we see from the Cowboys. They run the table. But then when you have like teams like the 49ers, that's like, oh, you want to be physical? All right, cool. Let's get it. And then you see what happens after that. And that's pretty much what the Buffalo Bills did. We saw the Cowboys come. We saw the Bills try to get physical. The Cowboys responded by kind of getting physical back. Like when Dak got hit, you saw a little skirmish and everything. But that was a good penalty by Zach Martin. Like, you don't let your quarterback get hit. You just don't let that happen. You got to get up in their face, get up in their grill. So it's a good penalty. So you look like okay, cool. We're going to get physical right back with you. But then as the game went on, and the Bills kept showing this physicality, it kind of broke the Cowboys. Like, it kind of broke the Cowboys down in that game. And it's one of those things where, like, you can't fake that. You can't go out there and act like you physical. And then when somebody else punch you in the mouth, you be like, oh, nah, you know what? This is too much. And I think that's one of the things Charles said last night, or Chuck said last night, when because he brought up, like, if we had to play the Colts, I don't want to see y'all in the playoffs because y'all are a physical team. And that's the thing, like, we're not going out there faking that. Like, that's real life. We're gonna go out there, we're gonna punch you in the mouth, we're gonna see how you respond. And we're just gonna keep doing it for 40 minutes or however long, whatever. We're gonna keep doing it. But you can't fake that. Like, you gotta be able to go out there and be physical. Sometimes it breaks people, sometimes it doesn't. But like, those are the hard fought games. Like, if both of y'all would have been physical, that score wouldn't have been what it was. Like, y'all wouldn't have got blown out. It would have probably been a low scoring game, but what came down to a field goal or something.
Yeah,
I agree. Go ahead, Shu.
I just thought, like, I thought y'all was gonna be able to exploit some things on the Bills defense, especially
That's a fact too.
You know what I mean? The middle of the field, their secondary, and it was like, dang, Cowboys can't get nothing off. Like, you know what I mean? We was watching the game. I'm like, dang, they ain't even gonna try to exploit Ferguson down the middle of the field. You know what I'm saying? Take advantage of that. Like, it was just nothing. And like you said, they got way too physical. And then when James Cook was out there looking like Barry Sanders. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Like,
that's what I kept screaming the entire game. What I kept screaming the entire game was, I cannot believe they are making the Bills defense, is because the damn defense looked like LOB out there. I'm like, what is going on? Their defense, y'all gotta. That's what I was hoping for. I'm like, y'all just settle in and remember who y'all playing and remember who y'all are. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no reason why the defense should have had our offense looking like that. Yeah. And to the Cowboy fans that are going to rewatch this or are watching this now, we are not going to use Zach Martin going out as an excuse, because we were down 21-3 when Zach Martin went out in the middle of the second quarter. Yeah. It was already horrible. We already looked so bad up until the point when he left. So that's not an excuse. Like y'all said, we got to match physicality. So let me ask y'all this: moving into this Dolphins game Sunday, what matchup are y'all looking forward to the most? I'll say for me, I don't know if I'm looking forward to it, but I'm looking forward to see what Dan Quinn is gonna do when it comes to their run game with Mostert. That run defense is just. And initially, I know Hankins is out, and I know that Mozzie Smith came in to back him up. And initially, I don't know if y'all saw, but in the beginning of that game, they was tearing that left side up. They kept running. They kept running to that side. They kept running. And then it went from that to being outside runs, like to the other side. Like, then they started dogging us. So it made me realize, okay, it don't even matter what side, up, down, left, right, side to side, Cupid shuffle. It didn't matter. They were ramming the ball down our throat. Pause. So I am interested in seeing the adjustments from Dan Quinn, actually now and going forward, because there's no way we're gonna win. That's how for me, when I'm talking about being physical, that's what I'm talking about. When teams decide to be physical with us in a run game and punch us in the mouth in the trenches, that's what I'm talking about. That's when it gets very nasty for us. It happened in Arizona. Not necessarily with the Niners. I think we did okay with Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, he didn't really get off running the ball.
He didn't get off.
But that's what I was gonna say. Like, that's what I was gonna say. So, like, the run game with Miami and the run game with the 49ers, they're not a physical run game. It's not a physical run game. It's more like, the zone, run to the outside, get to the outside and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, CMC can run through the tackles and all that. Cool.
For sure.
But they're not, it's not really like a physical run game. It's more of a finesse run game with a lot of motion, a lot of misdirection to kind of get your eyes, changing whatever. And that's the one thing that the Bills were physical. The Dolphins aren't going to be a physical run game. And I get Mostert may concern you, but my biggest concern against y'all would be Devin Achane. That's going to be my biggest.
You said who?
Devin Achane, the
other running back. Yeah,
the speed back, the 4-2 guy. That is my because that's where the success came from. The Bills, they was running to the outside. Mm-hmm. That's where the success came. And Devin, I mean, Mostert can get to the outside, but he's their more
I don't
physical
gonna
back
lie,
center between the
Lou, I didn't
tackles.
see us stop the run in any capacity.
I mean,
you said
yeah,
that's where the success came, but we didn't stop the run in, out, around town. It didn't matter. We're not stopping the run, bro. Like, so, but I hear what you're saying. Like,
yeah, but I think y'all can get physical with the Dolphins. That's the one thing that people say about the Dolphins. You got to get physical with them because they have a lot of speed. They're more finesse. So they have a lot of speed. If y'all can get physical with them, then I think that's where it's going to be at. But my matchup isn't necessarily between the coaches. My matchup is CD and Jalen Ramsey, or Xavier Howard and CD Lamb. That's the matchup I'm looking at. I also want to see. I mean, I do want to see how y'all offensive line holds up against their D line too, because your offensive line looked cooked against the Bills. Like they didn't look good against the Bills. Dak dropped back and he had somebody in his face. Like that's. It was a bad day for the offense, and I want to see how Dak bounces back. I mean, he didn't have a good game. He had a terrible game. I mean, the whole offense as a whole had a terrible game. But I want to see how Dak bounces back if he has that short term memory. That's like, all right, cool, that's behind us. Let's move forward. So those are the matchups I really want to see. Like that's really what I want to see from this game with the Cowboys and the Dolphins.
My matchups is Luke kind of brought it up was the trenches. Dolphins offensive line is in shambles.
That's true.
So y'all pass rush got a chance to wake up against them. Y'all got a chance to get back, and Micah got a chance to bounce back and do what he do, and DeMarcus Lawrence and them, because the Dolphins offensive line is in shambles. And the other match I'm looking at is who versus Tyreek Hill. I don't know how y'all going to defend him.
Who versus Tyreek Hill is crazy. Question mark versus
Tyreek Hill. Because I don't know. I do want to see how Dan Quinn is going to try to cover him. I don't know. I don't know. But I think the way to neutralize them getting crazy with Tyreek Hill is y'all getting the Tua. If y'all get the Tua and eliminate that time of what he want to do, then y'all can eliminate Tyreek Hill, giving y'all the deuces and running up and down the field. Because I mean I believe Tyreek Hill is just one player. You just can't do nothing about it. You can't. There's nothing you can do.
What's up, Tanya? Listen, I agree. Tanya, Tariq took a day off to get ready to play Cowboys. That's why not take this week off? Why he couldn't take this week off? Why he had to take this week off? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look, matter of fact, Tariq, if you listening, Cheetah, take this week off too, because your team just beat the Jets 30-0. Maybe they don't need you. You know, take another week. Why? I know he said his wifey is very, you know what I'm saying, pivotal. It's a wifey. Hear me out, woman to woman. You know, wifey to future wifey. So you know what I'm saying. Keep him out. Just keep him out. That would be, and even then, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, listen, the Dolphins are a good team. I know all season we've talked about their frauds. They don't step up. I hear y'all, you know, you can't be physical with them. I get that. But as we all know, everybody step up when they play the Dallas Cowboys. Everybody decides to put their gears in an extra shift or shift their gears up when they play Dallas. So I'm not expecting them to just let us just walk all over them, and especially not at the crib.
No, not at all. But I believe, like Lou said, y'all could be the more physical team and affect a lot of what they want to do, because the Dolphins are really a finesse team. They're very finesse. This is a game, like I said, where y'all defensive line could wreak havoc and change a lot in that game. Now, I believe y'all defensive line has to be the players of the game. They do. Because they can eliminate whatever Miami wants to do offensively with Tyreek Hill and Waddle on them.
So will Dallas break their road woes against Miami this weekend?
I think they will. I think I told you a few weeks back, I felt like Buffalo was the game y'all was going to lose, because, you know, Buffalo is a hard place to play for real. I think y'all have a better chance of winning in Miami than y'all did in Buffalo. I think y'all bounce back in Miami.
You got a score prediction?
This is going to be a shootout for sure. Cowboys 37-34.
Dang, you think my defense go?
Yeah, this is going to be a shootout.
I was about to say your defense just allowed how many points?
No, I had to be quiet. I was like, you think my?
They just gave up 31 points to the Bills.
And Josh Allen only had 94 yards.
That's not true. Josh Allen, I thought I saw he had like 100.
He had 94 passing yards.
He had 94 passing yards.
That's why I tweeted out he was a game manager. That's all he needed to be.
Yeah, real rap. Just not turn the ball over.
What's
You
your
know,
score?
since,
What's your
since
score
that's been a
prediction,
big
Lou?
topic. You said what?
What's your score prediction?
Damn. I agree with Young. I do think it's going to be a shootout, but I don't think it's going to be like in the 30s type shootout. I think y'all, both teams get some stops. I think it'll more so be like 27-24, somewhere around there. I don't know who I have winning. I think the Cowboys may pull it out, but it just depends on how physical they can be with Miami. But yeah, I think the Cowboys might pull it out.
I think so too. I think. Oh God, maybe I should disagree.
Yeah, I think you should disagree.
All
Y'all
right.
say y'all lose.
Yeah,
Actually, I'll say y'all lose so that way you can say
I
y'all
think
win.
we face our first back-to-back loss of the season.
Dang. Wink,
and we lose to the Dolphins. I think that Tariq goes for like 250.
God damn.
Oh, he goes.
I think that Tua solidifies himself. I think that Tua solidifies himself as an MVP candidate. I think that their defense shows up and shows out and probably holds Dallas's offense to only about 10 points. So if I have to give a score prediction, I'm going Dolphins 28, Cowboys 10.
That's wild.
Yo.
All right, we're moving on. Ravens 49ers, the Christmas Day brawl because we're gonna be catching our breath from the Cowboys and Dolphins game Christmas Eve. By the way, Sports After Dark After Hours, we are not rolling Christmas Day, folks. So that's a Monday night. We ain't rolling. I'm
gonna be getting drunk. We definitely.
Yeah, we're not.
I mean, we got it. I think we got to do the space that night though.
We're not running. No, we're not running that.
We're not running at all.
No, sorry, y'all. We already got the ground. The space
go be with
closed.
Go be with your families. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I get it.
Yeah,
see y'all
that
Thursday.
Hi. Hey, that's my girl. Look at my girl. She wasn't a 49ers fan. Thank you. The showdown. Where's this game at? In Santa Clara?
Yeah, it's in Santa Clara.
It never rains. Well, y'all not in Southern California. My bad. All right. Well, listen. The 49ers, the Ravens. This is, y'all kind of downplayed this game last night in Sports After Dark. I didn't really like it. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that this is a game where honestly both teams are going to be measured to an extent. Like I've been saying since we've played y'all are every team's measuring stick. Y'all are going to expose weaknesses, Shooter. Y'all are going to expose, deficiencies and point out some stuff that other teams may not have pointed out. So y'all are certainly, I feel like, the biggest test that the Ravens have had this entire season. I don't know if the Ravens are y'all's biggest test because y'all played us and y'all played, you know what I'm saying, the Eagles. So y'all had some tests. The Ravens had some tests too. So I don't know.
Yeah, it was their biggest test and they lost.
Who?
Colts. They lost.
Try to throw the Colts in there so bad. Y'all talk about me. You always talk about your own way to throw Dallas in there. That man gonna throw the Colts in there.
Lou said what he said.
Right, I'm gonna throw the Colts in there.
Throw the Colts in there,
dog. What's for respect of our name? What the?
It's just crazy.
He said what he said.
So I'm gonna ask the same questions. What matchups are we looking forward to in this 49ers Ravens game? I mean, shout out to my boy Brian H. Waters. I was having a conversation with him this morning. And, he is just so confident in this Ravens team with their receiving room, being Zay Flowers and Odell and Bateman. And, of course, having Lamar Jackson at the helm and being that threat with his legs. Like y'all mentioned, such bad luck for the Ravens because they can't seem to keep a running back. When they just start cooking with a running back, they go down with an injury. But luckily, y'all still have, what's his number? 5? What's Lamar? 9? What's the Lamar number?
8.
2. 8.
Lord Jesus.
My bad. Off.
I said 9. I'm thinking about Matthew
9, 2, 5, 7.
So they still got 8. So I'm gonna start with you, Shooter. This your squad playing up against the highly revered best team in the AFC at the moment, Ravens. What matchup are you looking forward to most?
Our front 7 versus their run game. We did a poor job with a lot of missed tackles last week against the Arizona Cardinals, and I want to say the week before that when we played who did we play the week before that for the Cardinals? The Seahawks.
Wasn't the Eagle? Oh,
We played the Seahawks, and it's a lot of missed tackles that's been going on, and we definitely got to clean that up against a team like the Ravens. They love to run the ball heavy, and also Lamar Jackson. This is probably the most mobile quarterback we're gonna see for the rest of the year. The most out of the mobile quarterbacks, he's the elite tier. He's the top one. We struggle with mobile quarterbacks. We always have, and Lamar Jackson is the epitome of mobile quarterbacks. So it's interesting to see how we try to be able to stop the run and contain him in the pocket and make him beat us from the pocket, which he can. But I feel like if we got any chance of slowing them down offensively, we have to force Lamar Jackson to beat us from the pocket. We can't allow their run game to get going, because once they run game get going, that's when they can pull out the RPOs, the read options. They can do all that with him, and he's the worst quarterback to let him RPO and read option with him. He's the worst one out of the crew. So that's my matchup I'm looking at in this week's game. Yeah.
Go ahead, Lou. What is this? This holding of the mic? Like,
he cool right now. He cooler than the other side of the pillow.
Nah, but I mean, I think that's the matchup too. I want to see how the defensive line holds up against Lamar Jackson. Just because how dynamic he is with his legs. I understand, he's been throwing the ball. I think he's probably had his second 3,000-yard season his whole career this year. But I want to see how they hold up with him using his legs. He's dynamic, man. Like running the ball, he's the best quarterback to probably do it at this point. And that's no slight to Vic or, the ones that came before him, Cam Newton, any of them. But he's just he's like one. I don't know. He's crazy. But just seeing how that front 7 holds up against Lamar. Because are you going to put Fred Warner in a spy? Are you going to spy Lamar? Or are you just going to let him roam free? What are you going to do in order to stop him from using his legs? One thing I will say, if you get pressure on Lamar, and I know it's easier said than done because he's slippery in the pocket, but if you can get constant pressure on him, then that kind of eliminates all of that. That's one of the things the Colts that we're able to do against him. And it's the same thing we were able to do against him back in 2021 as well, where we really was able to get a lot of pressure on him, and it kind of just contained him until that second half. Then he just went crazy. But if you're able to do that, but I also want to see y'all secondary versus their receivers. It's not a crazy dynamic bunch of receivers, but it's a group of receivers that can really get the job done, especially with Zay Flowers, Odell, and I mean Bateman's coming into his own, and then Isaiah Likely has really been he's been one of Lamar's go-tos, and he's been making plays. I know they thought losing Mark Andrews was going to be a big deal for them, and he is in certain aspects, but Isaiah Likely has, he stepped up to the plate.
He definitely stepped up. That's what I said when he went out. I was like, don't y'all still got Isaiah Likely?
Yeah.
That y'all like very much. You know what I mean?
He's definitely stepping up. Yeah, he's definitely stepped up to the bill. And he's making plays for them down the field. We saw that last week when Lamar should have had an interception, but Likely went up and got that joint. So yeah, I want to see y'all secondary versus the wide receiver weapons, the tight end weapon.
Yeah. It's definitely going to be good Monday night, sitting around, having dinner with your family. That's a great Monday night.
It would have been 8 already. Like, man.
Yeah.
At 8 o'clock?
Yeah, I'd have 8 by then.
It's 5 o'clock here, but yeah, it would have been done.
I'd have 8 by then. By that game, I'm drinking on something.
Maybe y'all might be mad.
Exactly.
Desserts, whatever.
I'd be a little inebriated at that time.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good game.
Dang, the fact that our I just noticed this. Our Sports After Dark joint is black and purple. We're talking about the Ravens. This is disgusting.
Shooter fault. It's shooter fault. Picking these colors.
I'm changing the colors. Colors right Silver, blue, and white. That's exactly what it is.
Hell
You heard me
no.
the other night in Sports After Dark, Lou. You heard what the colors were.
Just blue and white, man. Can we just do blue and white? Because they're not rocking. Because this is the coast. You know, it's the coast too.
Absolutely not. So check this out. I think my matchup. The Ravens have a great defense.
They do.
But obviously, I am definitely looking to see how because listen, we all know Kyle Shanahan gonna dial up some stuff. I am interested in seeing the head coaching matchup. You know what I'm saying? That's probably what I'm interested in. Look, we know that John Harbaugh is he's a great a coach, and who's the OC?
Todd Monken.
Todd Monken. Yeah. That's gonna be a hell of a test for Todd Monken against Kyle Shanahan.
For life.
Huh?
Somebody put Duval for life in the comments.
I mean, I rock with it. I'm rock with it because I'm from Jacksonville. But you talking about the Jaguars? We ain't rocking with that.
Never heard of
it. Dag, that's crazy.
I'm interested in the head coaching matchup because I know that, man, I can't even begin to think how Kyle is going to scheme up when it comes to Debo and when it comes to Christian McCaffrey, and to see it would be a great thing to see for me.
Okay.
It would be a great thing. Oh, hey, Nose. It would be a great thing to see for me. You know, them finding somebody giving the blueprint on how to deal with, you know, Debo and CMC. If the Ravens could do that, I would be forever grateful. But I'm interested in that. I'm interested in seeing that. Because Kyle Shanahan, and again, I think that this game is a bit bigger than what, you know. I mean, I know that the fans are kind of going back and forth, but last night it was a little downplayed to me, and I'm like, I know it's an AFC game, and it's not, you know, for the Niners, and the NFC game is not necessarily a conference game. It's not necessarily a game that either team needs, but I just think for the sake of anybody getting somebody's blueprint. If somebody's exposed in some capacity, that's not a good, that you don't want that going into the playoffs. You do not, the Ravens don't want anybody to pick up on some type of weakness, and then the rest of the AFC teams, now we got something to go off of going into the playoffs, and where you probably don't have even enough time to really fix it. Same thing with the Niners. If there is some type of weakness, you going into the playoffs, and now somebody can possibly use that in the playoffs to throw y'all off. This is a big game because these teams are going to give each other their best blows. So for me, I think that it's going to be a defensive dogfight. This is going to be a low scoring game. I think that I'm giving both teams credit where it's due. I'm putting respect on both teams' name. I honestly don't know who win this game, but the score is going to be 20-17.
Kyle Hamilton, I'm going to say this too. Kyle Hamilton is going to be the X factor on their defense. Because he's going to be the one that's going to have to kind of like match up with Kittle. He's going to be the one that matches up with Debo in the slot at times. He's going to be the one that matches up with CMC out of the backfield at times. Kyle Hamilton is going to be that X factor, and that boy is dynamic for sure. They're going to match physicality with physicality, and that's what's going to make this such a good game. I don't see a blowout at all. On either side.
Nap said, does the Ravens starting slow in the first half concern y'all at all?
No, because how physical they are on defense.
Yeah.
It gives their offense a chance to start off slow like that.
Facts. Yeah, it doesn't concern me at all.
Yeah.
It's crazy, Lou. I was going to mention Kyle Hamilton. That's crazy that you brought him up because he is an X factor, and I wonder how Kyle is going to try to put him in positions where we could exploit him.
Yeah,
because I did see some things where when they had him in the slot against Ridley was able to get off a little bit against Kyle Hamilton in that game. So I'm trying to figure out if Kyle may put Kittle in a position where Kyle Hamilton is on him, or Ayuk is in a position or Debo. I think that too, and I also want to see how Kyle is going to try to exploit their linebackers with Christian McCaffrey. This is a game where I feel like this might be a Kittle type of a game.
Yeah.
Because Kittle always show up on primetime games. This is giving off a Kittle type of game because they're going to want to stop Christian McCaffrey and see what's going on with Ayuk. And I feel like this is a Kittle type of a game coming up. And I'm with you.
When I made my score prediction, I lied. I'm going to go 49ers 24-20.
24-20.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know who I have winning this game, to be honest. But I do
mean,
know
it's a toss-up.
it's a low scoring game for me. I don't know. You've said it multiple times. They beat the 49ers of the test for pretty much everybody. Like they're the bar. Can you beat the 49ers? And I mean, I know the Browns did, the Vikings did, but like the thing with the
can you beat a
can you beat them
49ers
healthy?
team?
But also the Browns were able to match physicality with physicality, and that's the thing, and that's why it was such a dirty, grimy game.
It was
because they were able to match that physicality with physicality, and that's what I say. Like that's what the Ravens are going to do. Yeah, and that's what the Ravens are going to do. It's going to be a heavyweight fight. It's just who's going to get the knockout punch, and I don't know. Like I really don't know. So I haven't even made my decision yet, but it's going to be a low scoring game.
Is this Mariah?
You know it.
Mariah, please, Mariah, please. Just spare me. Why he not marrying into the Cowboys fan base?
No. It's all right, Mariah.
No offense to the Cowboys, but why would he marry into the fan base they beat up on?
Yeah, why would I do that, Lou? Why would I do that?
Or not marry in, but convert to the fan base.
Yeah, like why would I do that? One day is coming. It's coming, y'all.
Did you give me a score prediction, Lou?
No, I don't have one.
You don't have one. It's just you just know it's gonna be a low score.
Yeah.
Shooter.
I think it's gonna be a low scoring game too. I'm with you on the same line. Shooter 24-20. Us. It's definitely gonna be a low scoring game. This is a game, like I said, this is the last test for us going into the playoffs to let us know where we at. This is actually honestly could be a Super Bowl preview too. So it's a lot going on. So I get
that was my next question.
Yeah.
Out of the 4 teams that I just mentioned, Cowboys, Dolphins, Ravens, Niners, which teams can y'all see making the Super Bowl?
At this
Not
point,
playing each other or nothing like that, but
the 4 teams.
Yeah.
Okay. I can tell you I don't see the Dolphins at all.
Yeah, I don't see the Dolphins making.
You can throw them out.
I can see any of the other 3.
I can see any of the other 3 teams, but you can throw the Dolphins out.
Yeah.
Y'all really be Richie gonna have blow a gasket.
It's what I've been consistent with this. You gotta show me. Y'all ain't won a playoff game since I was in high school, dog.
Real rap, Lou.
You gotta show me.
That might not have been that long ago for
Yes. I was in we were in high school,
right?
Yeah. No, they didn't make the playoffs last year.
They made the playoffs last year?
No, they didn't.
They lost to the Bills in the wild card.
Was it?
Yep.
Yeah, they played.
Okay. Well, that goes back to my point. Y'all ain't won a playoff game since.
We was in high school. That's the last time they won a playoff game, which was in 2000. So like, I'm with Lou. You gotta show me.
Before I put you in the Super Bowl, you gotta show me you can win.
You gotta show me you can win a playoff game. Can't do that. That's real rap, though. That's real rap. You can't win a playoff game, and we supposed to put you in the Super Bowl? Hell no. Hell no.
All right. Well, listen. We winding down. We winding down on the show. We appreciate y'all for tapping in. Y'all been in here heavy, in the comments heavy. We gotta do some more of these morning shows. Y'all like us in the morning. Y'all like the early hour shows. Y'all really, really do. I want to do a quick whip around sports right quick. You know,
actually, I wasn't even in high school. I was in middle school. It was 2000. Yeah, I was.
Stop dogging him. You went back to that.
Yeah, I had to. I looked it up. Like that? I looked it up. I was just a pup.
He looked it up. It's crazy.
I was just a pup last time they won a playoff game, and that was against the Colts.
What year was it?
2000. That was against the Colts too. They won in the wild card round.
You was in what?
That was my ninth. That was my ninth grade year.
You was in middle school.
Yeah, because I graduated in 07. So
that was my freshman year
in
high school.
How was you in 2000 in middle school when I was graduating in I was graduating 6th grade.
Yeah, y'all making me feel real old. You know that?
And yeah, my 8th grade year was 2002.
Oh, when I was in elementary, it was one of them.
You was elementary. No. 06.
When did I go to high school? I went to high school in 2003.
You were in.
But no, I was in middle school. I was in middle school.
Well, when did middle school start for y'all? 5th grade or something?
No, I started 6th grade. Yeah. 6th, 7th, 8th.
Well, maybe that's what. Maybe
I was probably in like in 6th grade or something like that.
I think you're right. I think because that season.
Because I went to high school in 2003. Went to high school.
By the way, y'all are making me feel really old.
Oh my
bad, I was a freshman in high school. Y'all making me feel really old. Talking about I'm in middle school. I was in elementary school. Like, see, that's why I got all these grades now. Y'all see that? I know. Damn, it's making me feel old.
No, that's crazy.
Listen, man, I was just a pup last time they won. Yeah,
3 years since they won a playoff game.
Yeah,
like I said, and that was against the Colts in 2000.
Hey, knows if you need a
2000.
hoodie, the link is in the bio, brother.
Link is in the comments. I'll drop the link again. All right, so quick whip around sports right quick, y'all. Ja Morant comes back tonight. Shout out to the NBA, man. We about to be tapped into the NBA in a couple months, people. Really, well, we're trying to do a better job of tapping in now. But Ja Morant is back after his 25-game suspension, and thank God, because honestly, I just feel like the NBA is better when Ja is playing. God knows that y'all really try to play with Ja Morant these last 2 years. Oh, the Grizzlies can win without him. Y'all really tried to play
winning
with
without
Ja.
him.
Huh?
They were literally winning without him.
No, I mean, like, as if, you know what I mean.
As if he
like,
was
it's the
gone
end all
for
be
sure.
all. He ain't got to play at all.
Yeah.
No.
Nah, they suck this year.
They trashed this year.
They're just horrible. So shout out to him. I think somebody was in the presser the other week, and they was like, they had asked him, they was like, what do you think about people that said that these other players have passed you? And I think they mentioned the guy that's in New York. Halliburton and
Brunson.
Yeah. And he was like, I mean, shout out to them. I mean, I'm ready for Ja to come back and
Ja about to come back on a mission. Yeah,
I know. I'm excited. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. They're gonna lose tonight though, because there's too much hype around it. There's too much hype. They play the Pelicans.
I don't
know.
Hey, but Hollywood did say Ja is or Zion is undefeated against Ja or something like that. Like Ja never beat them when BI and Zion was playing.
Yeah. Wow, didn't know that.
I think Hollywood had mentioned that in the betting chat.
Does that game come on TNT tonight? I'm at the
It has to.
They have to broadcast.
Hold on. Yeah, they got to broadcast that. It's no way. It's no way they
yeah, you got to show that game. You got to watch that. Yeah, I got to.
I mean, even though they suck.
Ja come back.
Yeah, it's on TNT.
First, it's on TNT. Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch
Ja drop over 30 points tonight. Like, I expect a big game from Ja.
If he do that, let you know he been in the lab. If he drop over 30, let you know he been in the lab.
They let you know he definitely been.
Yeah, I'm interested in seeing like if he's bulked up just a teeny bit. You know, we talked about like him getting a little bit more muscle, not being so skin and bone.
His shooting, that is
mid range. If he come back with a midi,
come back with a midi.
If he come back with a midi,
should have been saying that like the last 2 years.
I need that man. If he come back with a midi,
it's over.
Man,
if he got a midi, it's over. It's over.
We haven't been on since Ohtani became a Dodger. Shout out to Shooter, who's now a Dodgers fan.
Yeah,
that's nasty word.
Let's go.
Yeah,
hey, but that's cool. That's cool. You know, we got our little thing over there in New York too.
Yeah,
we got our little Juan Soto.
I'm gonna say Juan Soto.
Yeah. And we about to get Yoshi.
Ohtani with the $700 million $10-year deal.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all. They got the Dodgers finessed it.
They finessed it.
They deferred. Yeah. Well, they didn't really finesse it. They didn't.
Well, they didn't. But the first 10 years is like $2 million a year.
Yeah. But they gotta put. I think
the first 5 years, something like that.
They're paying him $2 million a year because they deferred $68 million, you know, every year to after the first 10 years. But what they have to do is they have to put like $44 million a year into a trust account for it to build interest or whatever, so it can get up to that 68 million. So they got to put away about 44 million every year.
Wow.
And pay him 2 million. So they finessed it, but they didn't really finesse it because you're just not paying him the money, but you still got to put the money away.
That's good. Good breakdown, Lou.
That's smart though. Yeah, for sure. Because I didn't even know that.
That's great.
But and then also they don't have to put the full 68 million. So then they still save around 24 million. So because they don't have to put the full 68 million, they don't have to put like 44 million because it has to the interest or whatever is supposed to get it up to 60.
And then they still can keep the team competitive, paying him $2 million a year right now. Keep the team competitive.
Yep.
So shout out to Shohei. He's excited about being a Dodger.
Yeah, Shohei. Hey,
stay in LA, right? So
getting me an Ohtani jersey for sure. I'm like, y'all know that now. Hey, listen, a lot of people that know
you said it. You said it.
That's what I'm saying, Lou. Like, this is not new. I told y'all 2 years ago. I said if he go to the Dodgers, it's up. It's up.
My thing is, I just want to see how he comes back with his pitching. I mean, they paid him like he was going to come back pitching, not this year, but in the future. And that's why he got the 10 years, 700 million, because they're paying him as if he's going to be the pitcher and the hitter that he once was. But after your second Tommy John surgery, I got to see it. I got to see it.
And that's what we talked about a couple weeks back, Lou. I told you, I was like, just me hearing around and, the show that I, work on or whatever, I was like, no, like they're talking about over like close to $1 billion for this man. It's not even going to be at that 500.
Yeah, because I was saying like 500 million because he can't pitch. Like he can't pitch
but that's what I'm saying. And that's another thing. So I think we were having that conversation before the injury.
It was around the same time.
Yeah,
it's like right before it
happened, and I was like, now it might go down to that 500 mil because of the injury. But listen, I guess they figure they're gonna make that back up in jersey sales. They're gonna make that back up in how many jobs Ohtani is just gonna bring to the city himself. Like just
they know they're gonna make that money
back.
They're gonna make that money back.
His jersey gonna go crazy.
Yeah,
they're gonna make that back.
Yeah, they're gonna make that back over to 3. This is one of the life lessons, people, that I want a lot of the men in the chat to get right now. Wear a condom. Y'all's boy Anthony Edwards is out here dropping $100,000 for abortions, man.
He's dropping hush money.
Your body, your choice. That ain't no beef over here. Listen, we ain't no judging over here.
Yeah.
But y'all, boy, did y'all see the text messages between him and Shorty?
And that's why I said, like, he got to do better, bro. Like,
he got to be better.
For those that don't know, real quick,
was kind of nasty.
Real quick, for those that don't know, Anthony Edwards, star player for the Timberwolves, was in relations with a woman, and she got pregnant, and she wants to keep the baby. He absolutely does not. He said, you know what? I'm not ready to be no dad. So I'm gonna go ahead and bust you off $100,000. I'm gonna give you the money to pay. He said, I'm gonna give you the money to pay.
You put it nicely how he said it.
Real nicely how he said it.
Okay, all right. So let's get funky with it. He don't want no kid. I'm gonna send you the money. I guess she was supposed to get the pills.
Yeah.
To do what it do. And he's like, can I get the video? He want that woman send him a video of taking the pill, dog. Yeah. He ain't playing with it.
He needs the receipts. He need them receipts.
He need the receipts. And so she's like, why you keep saying the same thing? And he's like, bro, I gave you the money. Like, where's the receipts? I need the receipts. And so 100 million versus a $10 box of condoms.
That's all he needed.
Well, they I mean, they more than $10.
They more than $10, but I get it.
Okay, my bad.
I get what you're saying.
We get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Listen, depends on where you at. Okay. All I'm saying is $10 to $15 get you a nice little box of mags or whatever you need, and come on, bro.
If you don't want kids, bro, use contraceptive.
It's that simple.
Or go get a vasectomy.
Abortion is not a way of. It's not.
It's not birth control. Abortion isn't birth control. And my thing is, bro, listen, that boy saw that bad built ass, and just his hormones went crazy.
Yeah,
but she looked disgusting. She not cute. None of that. She looked nasty, dog.
She do, bro.
And he saw that bad built ass and decided, oh yeah, let me go get behind that.
That
shit looks nasty.
She like a 2B Barbie doll.
It don't even look. There's no 2B Barbie doll is crazy. There's no proportion to it or nothing. I don't know what it is with him and Zion with these bad built women.
I don't know, bro. But
I'm not body shaming, right? I ain't body shaming.
For sure,
but I'm
saying
shaming. They went and got surgery to be built like they built, and it's nasty.
And my thing is this: to each his own. To each his own. I know a lot of guys that really don't mind the body being built. That don't bother them.
That's cool.
But we got to start going to some better surgeons, ladies.
Man.
We got to make it look natural. We just got to
at least make it look natural. Like we know that's not you. Like we looking at it like, come on, dog. We know that's not you.
Her butt sit out like here and her waist like this.
Yeah,
bro,
like,
we know that's not you.
Oh, she built like the ants character.
Yeah. She built like the ants.
We know that's not you.
And we know you got the tummy tuck. We can see that. Like we can see the tummy tuck. We see you got the look. We see you got the little Coke bottle joint.
You got stuff to your face done. We can see that too.
Yeah, and then you went and got an ass bigger than the Space Needle, dog. Like
the Space Needle.
And it don't even fit your body, cuz.
Yeah. and specifically our athletes, man. Like, I mean,
Gotta do
y'all,
better, man.
these chicks sometimes just looking for a payday, man.
For
you
sure.
know what I'm saying? So I don't, you eliminate all y'all. See what Drake do? Drake
make him
takes
sign that NDA.
He hit it with the hot sauce.
Yeah.
Drake don't play no games.
Yeah.
Okay, well, he played once because his joint was
Yeah, he played.
Yeah, but he make him sign that NDA too. He make him. Yeah, we not doing none of that,
bro. I'm just saying, man.
We not doing. But like Anthony Edwards, you got to be better, bro. You
got to be better, bro.
Got to be better, dog. Better. You know you don't want a kid. Why even put yourself in that position?
Yeah.
Gotta be better, bro. Gotta be smart.
And the thing is what we don't want our athletes to do in the sense of babies, in the sense of legal activities. We don't want our athletes to feel like that because they have money, they can just do whatever the hell they want because they could pay off whatever just happened. He did that not knowing, but okay, look, I'm going to just cough up the bread. I mean, $100,000 versus 18 years. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's basketball math, basketball man math. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, that's the cheaper route, but you ain't got to put yourself in that position, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like you said, go to the CVS, Walgreens, hell, Amazon Price, sell them Jones and bulks. You got Costco, you got so many people. You at the gas station. Go to the what do you call it? We call it in Philly, but what you call it? The poppy stores. Go to the bodegas. They sell condoms everywhere. Okay, there's no. You get the condom on the way to the girl house. You stop at the damn gas station, and it'll save you so much.
Go get a vasectomy. You don't want kids? Go get a vasectomy.
Or that too.
No.
If you don't want kids, go get a vasectomy. It's reversible. It's reversible. I don't think he wanted kids at all.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he could have been just saying that to her. I don't know.
Kind of decision that young.
But a vasectomy is reversible. You can get it reversed.
Yeah.
Who's gonna go through that?
I mean, could he need to if he try to be
if you trying to bust down everything?
If you trying to be Rambo in the gun range, you better. You better.
That boy trying to be Rambo out here, trying to shoot up all the clubs. Yeah. Nah, if that's the case, go get a vasectomy.
He trying to be John Wick out there. He better.
Yeah.
Oh wait, BLT said back alley BBL.
We're trying to create an action movie in her lungs. Like, go get you a vasectomy.
Go ahead, do that, bro. You ain't got to deal with them problems. Now you like, why you trying to force a kid into the world, nigga? Why did you even think about doing that?
Yeah, that was crazy.
That's the question.
He said you can't force a child into the world, and I'm like,
you helped this. You're a part of the reason why this kid is on his way here.
Boy saw a big butt and a smile and thought it
went crazy.
That's what Belle Biv and DeVoe said.
Can't
Never
trust a big butt in the smile.
That girl is poison. They told y'all. They told y'all years ago, and y'all out here trusting fake butts in the smile.
Fake
That's
butts
all I'm saying.
That boy trying to be chef.
Look, we appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. We appreciate y'all for tapping in the Sports After Dark early hours. We got to do more of these because the folks is loving this, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, people are really loving this. So we gonna have to talk now. We got to do some discussions amongst ourselves. In the Sports After Dark crew, guys. Before we wrap, again, we appreciate y'all for tapping in. Make sure that you are subscribed to this channel, like and share it. Make sure that you are you're following the page. Make sure that you're joining the community. Grab one of these hoodies. I'm going to put the link in the comment box again. What was that? I remember that.
Look what Mo said.
That Joe was from You Got Served. That's from You Got Served.
Oh, you talking about what Heavy doing?
Little Saint. You was the Little Saints.
Hey, look what Mo said.
Let me get the link first.
Magnus on Amazon. I'll subscribe monthly box.
$20. $20.
What the hell he just said? What
my man said, okay.
He said you can subscribe to the Magnum box for $20.
For $20. Hey, Mo.
You know what I'm
saying?
You know what I'm saying? It's out here.
Hey, that's cheaper than $100,000.
It's cheaper than $100,000. Real rap. That's cheaper than $100,000. $20 will save you $100,000. Okay.
Monthly box is crazy.
Hey, monthly
Monthly
box.
box is kind of crazy.
yeah,
All right, y'all. The link to the hoodies are
Mo
in the,
getting around like
chat.
Tupac. He got a monthly box. That's crazy. It's like 36 in a pack. My man is going to town. Yeah.
Damn, you going to Pound Town for sure, Big Mo. That's crazy. Magnum on Amazon house.
Hey, look, I just peeped. My man said he got
Mo
a monthly
going
box.
crazy.
Yo, that boy, God damn.
Mo going crazy, dog.
Hey,
that boy said
crazy,
2 times
listen,
a day at minimum.
we support crazy, safe sex on Sports After Dark.
Hey, look.
So shout out to Mo for being subscribed. You know, good morning, Sports for you. You late? We about to roll out. Look, we're back. Is it a Thursday night game?
Yeah. It's the Rams versus the Saints.
Oh yeah, Rams and Saints Thursday. Ooh,
Cool.
that might be a part of our pick'ems. That has to be. Yeah,
all right.
For sure.
We're gonna drop the rankings in a day or so. We're gonna drop our pick'ems, and what Shooter is probably just still smoking me and Lou at this point. Thank you, Sports for You. Thank all of y'all for congratulating me and having our engagement. You know, I wanted to kind of say that in front of the camera. We can't thank everybody individually because it was a whole lot of y'all, but we appreciate y'all. Miss Gina,
you know what? Lou, I'm gonna tell you now, Lou. When your time come, Lou, I don't know how to go about it, but
she already know about us though. She know about us.
Yeah, Miss Gina was really devastated. I actually kind of feel bad that we kept it from Miss Gina. Like she was just, I mean, my girl was on a mission.
She was
to
on
try
shambles. She was in shambles.
She tried to piece everything together.
She did.
We love Miss Gina, man.
We love Miss Gina, man.
Love you, Auntie.
Yeah, we love all of y'all. So again, we appreciate y'all for tapping in. We'll see y'all Thursday night in Sports After Dark Spaces, exclusively found on Twitter. Again, like, share, subscribe to this channel, get y'all a hoodie. And if you're going to any basketball games or football games, make sure that you go to SeatGeek and use the SeatGeek code Ashley Baker, ASHLEY BAKER, all caps. Get $20 off if you are a new user to SeatGeek. If you're not a new user, create an email and become a new user so you can get some money off your tickets because these tickets is expensive these days. Fellas, y'all got anything before we wrap? We gone. We out.
Nah, I don't got nothing, man. We appreciate y'all for sure. We appreciate y'all. Y'all wilding today, man.
Stuck on the monthly.
Yeah, that monthly box.
Man.
Hey, he said one kid and he died. Hey, Mo, I feel you, dog. I feel you. And somehow I inherited 4 more. It's cool.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Mo said he good. All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all for stopping in. Y'all know the vibes. In the meantime, in between time, we'll see y'all on the timeline. Have a great rest of the day.